Ladies and gentlemen, I invite Honorable Chief Guest Shri Ramesh Natarajan, Chairman Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji, Vice Chairman Shri Shivas Jaipuria ji, our Director Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, and the dignitaries on the dais for the lighting of lamp ceremony. We will now do a green welcome to our chief guest, Shri Ramesh Natarajan ji. I request our chairman, Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji, to welcome our guest. Sir, As per the Jaipuria tradition, a tree has been planted in your name, and you can track the growth of the tree through the party member. Chairman, sir, I request you in your capacity as the Chairman of the Board of Governors of Jaipuria Institute of Management to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
I now request Chairman Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji to kindly deliver his welcome address.
Chief guest, Shri Ramesh Natarajan ji, Vice Chairman of Jaipur Institute of Management, Shivas Jaipuria ji, Director of the Institute, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, members of the Academic Council, members of faculty, dear graduating students, proud parents, dignitaries present in the hall, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. On this solemn occasion of the 17th Convocation of Jaipuria Institute of Management, Jaipur, I would like to welcome and extend Mr. Shri Ramesh Natarajan, CEO of the Redington Ltd, India, South Asia and Singapore. We are truly honored to have you with us today. Your remarkable contribution to the field of technology, specifically cutting across IT, telecom, solar, 3D printing, have not only transformed the corporate sector, but it has also revolutionized education. Your presence today underscores the vital role that technology and innovation is playing in shaping the future of our society. As we see the emergence of technology and innovation entering a different realm through artificial intelligence and its generative capabilities, it is in fitness of things that Shri Ramesh Natarajan ji is present here to deliver his address and provide necessary guidance. Dear graduating students, as we gather here today to celebrate the culmination of your 2-year journey in pursuit of excellence, I am filled with a sense of pride and admiration. Your dedication, perseverance, and relentless pursuit of knowledge have brought you to this momentous occasion, and it is with great pleasure that I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each one of you. The journey you embarked upon 2 years ago was not merely an academic pursuit, it was a transformative experience that has shaped your personality. During your time here, you have not only expanded your intellectual horizons, but also forged lifelong friendships, sharpened your skills, and started to discover your true potential. As you stand on the threshold of a new chapter in your life, I offer you my sincerest well wishes for the journey ahead. May you continue to strive for excellence, uphold the values of integrity and compassion, and never lose sight of your dreams and aspirations. Remember that the lessons you have learned and the connections you have forged during the last 2 years will serve as a foundation upon which you build your future success. The Indian economy is in a bright spot in the global economic order. Currently, India is the fifth largest economy with a size of USD 3.7 trillion in nominal terms and is likely to surpass Japan and Germany to become the third largest economy by the year 26-27. As per IMF and the World Bank, India will continue to grow at the rate of 6.7% to 7% in the next few years. This has happened because of the strong reforms undertaken by the central government and the state governments over the last 10 years. However, we are not immune from global economic and political changes. The world is currently going through unimagined challenges of political conflict and recently recovered from a global pandemic. We have to learn to expect the unexpected. In this uncertain global environment, perseverance and long term orientation are going to be the key drivers of success. As you step out of your formal environment, and most of you will start your corporate careers, you will have no curriculum, no exams, or no grades. Every day is likely to provide a different challenge. In this context, it is important for you to remain focused on what you are trying to achieve and remain patient and undeterred by adverse circumstances. Whether it is an individual, company, or a nation, there is no longer a straight path to success. There are likely to be challenges and failures along the way for all of us. People and organizations that bounce back from failures with new learnings, upholding the unshakable sense of purpose, are likely to succeed. Though this day marks the culmination of your formal academic career for most of you, it is important that you remain lifelong learners. The world is simply changing too fast to bank on your past knowledge or success. You must be continuously curious about the world around you. You must work on to build your personal brand and credibility. This does not come easy. Try to measure the quality of your work and your personal interaction by the impact they are going to have on your colleagues, your family, your company, and society at large. If you are able to do that, your personal success is certain. At Jaipuria, we are committed to be a partner in learning for the youth of India. Today, Jaipuria Institute of Management is one of the premier B schools in the country with campuses at Lucknow, Noida, Jaipur, and Indore. The curriculum and the pedagogy at Jaipuria makes the student a partner, an active participant in the teaching learning process by putting the student first. All our four campuses have been ranked in the top B schools in India by Ministry of Education, Government of India in its National Institutional Ranking Framework. All our campuses have obtained academic accreditation from National Board of Accreditation, Government of India, and accredited as a great place to work by the Great Place to Work Institute. This speaks volume about the trust, transparency, and high performance culture that Jaipuria has been able to nurture over a period of time. Jaipuria is also poised to enhance its international footprint by gaining the much sought after AACSB accreditation, of which we are in the final stage. I would especially like to appreciate and congratulate all our four directors, all the faculty members, staff, and leadership of our campus for this great achievement. Apart from management education, a group has also been extremely committed to education of the youth of India through its schools. St. M.R. Jaipuria schools seek to provide increasing access to high quality private school education to students in towns and cities across India. Today, we have 54 operational CBSC schools across Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, and Uttaranchal, with over 45,000 students and 2,500 educators. In conclusion, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each one of you for choosing Jaipuria as your academic home. It has been a privilege to accompany you on this transformative journey and I have no doubt that the best is yet to come. As you step forward into the world, carry with you the lessons, memories, and values that you have imbibed during your time here and let them guide you towards a future filled with purpose, passion, and fulfillment. Congratulations once again, and may your future be as bright and promising as your dreams. Jai Hind. Thank you.
I now request the Director, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, to present the annual report of the Institute.
Distinguished chief guest of the ceremony, Sri Ramesh Natarajan ji, Chairman of Jaipuria Institute of Management, Sri Sharad Jaipuria ji, Vice Chairman Sri Srivas Jaipuria ji, guests and dignitaries present in the hall, learned faculty colleagues, members of staff, graduating students present in the hall, and those who are not able to make it today, proud parents, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. It is indeed extremely satisfying for us to see 235 students graduating today from Jaipuria Institute of Management, and even greater pride to see that of them 117, that is almost about 50% of women graduating today. Jaipuria celebrates diversity, practice equality, and takes pride in its inclusive culture. It is evident from the fact that these 235 graduating students joined us from as many as 14 Indian states, far and near, such as Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Maharashtra, Odisha, West Bengal, and of course, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan, to name a few. The graduating batch is representing over 80 districts of India, comprising of Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 Indian cities. You have given us such a great opportunity to serve every nook and corner of our country. Congratulations to all of you. Today's ceremony symbolizes the commencement of your true education and learning. This is also a reminder that learning neither begins nor ends in the classroom. It is a lifelong commitment we make to our own self. We are also commencing in yet another way today, and this is by moving away from black gowns to a colorful Angavastram. This is a symbolic transition and a mental shift which acknowledges our great tradition and culture and fulfills our deep-seated urge to derive strength from our roots. I'm sure you all must be feeling proud of this change. Service to the society is deep-rooted and ingrained in every aspect of Jaipuria's functioning, and it is part of its legacy, which we inherited from the founder of the group, Seth M.R. Jaipuria, who believed in operating business in a way that respects the dignity of its stakeholders and creates an overall benefit for the society. Under a systematic credit program, students worked for a minimum of 100 hours with the NGOs, various NGOs, partners under a program called Winter Internship for Societal Happiness, WISH. Jaipuria is a signatory to UNPRME, that is United Nations Principles for Responsible Management Education, and adopted SDG Goal 1, no poverty, Goal 3, good health and well-being, Goal 4, quality education, and Goal 12, responsible consumption and production. Activities and programs such as tree plantation drive, cleanliness drive, health and hygiene workshop, sanitization awareness, educating underprivileged children, etc., have been mapped with these SDGs, wherein we contributed at three different levels, that is in practice, in advocacy, and in research. We took lead in creating regional Jaipur chapter of UNPRME and collaborating with various academic institutions across Jaipur for societal impact activities. Now we are working on creating a pan-India competition focusing on different SDGs. Our social focus efforts have been recognized, and we received the award for outstanding societal impact work from Manav Seva Trust, Rajasthan, during a public function called Sadbhavana Samman. Jaipuria Jaipur is making a lot of difference in terms of intellectual capital productions and contributions to faculty to the field of knowledge. These contributions are largely in terms of contributions to theory and empirical works, practice publications, and teaching learning research. In terms of publication, the last couple of years have witnessed more than 120 publications in the top rated journals with 2,000 plus citations and many publications in journals with 8 plus impact factor. Our faculty members have prominently collaborated with universities in USA, Italy, South Korea, UK, Malaysia, Norway, many and among others, and at home with top institutions like IITs and IIMs. The teaching and research have been very well complemented with the training and management development programs. We have been able to develop and expand our training services to several organizations such as IOCL, BPCL, AU Bank, Awas, Gem and Jewelry, NBFC, Insurance, to name a few, and offer training to 1,000 plus professionals at various levels in 2023-24 on topics ranging from managerial capability building, team building, leadership, operations, psychological well-being and happiness management. We had more than 200 international participants from 35 plus countries in the last 1 year for managerial training on topics related to public policy, governance, digital security, financial inclusion, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to join your hands together and hear it for our wonderful pool of talented and hardworking. The students tended to follow the footsteps of our faculty. Jaipuria students showed greater engagement with academic, curricular, and extracurricular activities. More than two-thirds of students participated in external events at national and international stage, including representations at IIMs, IITs, Jaipuria's sister campuses, and at prominent B schools. Students' committees and clubs organized more than 100 events, many as part of much sought after Life After Six program, 6 conclaves, 2 major conferences, sports meet, cultural events, Abhyuday, 100 plus prominent speakers, 5,000 plus external delegates, and students' participations indeed kept them busy as much as it presented opportunity to lead from the front. Their efforts are reflected not only in several moments of glory, laurels, prizes, and certificates won by them, but also eventually in the final placement they bagged for themselves. There has been a marked shift in the quality of placement as measured in terms of median and average CTC, profile and companies. In many ways, 2023-24 has been a tough year from market response point of view, and amidst the hard time when rest of the institutions reported difficulty in placing students, our graduating batch showed great deal of resilience and came out in flying colors with 100 placement record. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our highly agile, motivated, and focused students. Jaipuria invests heavily in harvesting hope, optimism, and positivity. It is this investment that has enabled Jaipuria to earn the prestigious Great Place to Work listing consistently 4 years in a row. This is a testimony of the positive work culture based on trust, transparency, camaraderie, which Jaipuria is able to nurture over the years. Not without reason that our efforts and presence are being recognized at the international level, and our global footprint is getting bigger and bigger. Jaipuria has crossed all important milestones in its last 5 years journey for US-based AACSB accreditation. The final PRT visit is due in October 2024. By the end of 2024, we are hoping to be one among the prestigious list of about 25 Indian business schools with AACSB accreditation. This is going to put on wings to our aspirations, global collaborations, and international placements. At Jaipuria, we strongly believe that learning is not bound by space or time, and it has already put on wings and flown out of the classroom. It goes beyond the curriculum. With this philosophy, we organized and created lots of opportunities for students to learn valuable lessons, leadership lab sessions, enabled contextualizing of learning with the local Rajasthan stories. Teaching of happiness and well-being based courses is yet another unique story in beyond classroom learning. Several other innovations such as modular teaching, common book reading on monthly basis, stacking of micro credits through industry-run courses, LinkedIn learning platform, our own iJaipuria modules, and initiative like blog writing, online forum, etc. have enabled our students to capture the necessary depth and width in learning. Jaipuria's mission has been evolutionary in nature and it has matured over time with several iterations. It has been a journey to arrive at learner centricity and student first in its full meaning and intent. Our principle of One Jaipuria got further strengthened by the acceptance of Jaipuria as one entity by the AICTE. Ladies and gentlemen, now in the eyes of the regulator as well, Jaipuria is one single entity with 4 geographically separated campuses. Today, Jaipuria presents a way forward and a model of education based on the idea of synergy, collaboration, diversity, inclusion, ethics, and sustainability, which transcend the boundaries and stays ahead on the learning curve. And the graduating students present in the hall today is the testimony of everything we do in our earnest. Dear graduating students, thank you for making us proud and thank you for being part of Jaipuria. At the beginning of the new and exciting journey of your life, I hope and I pray that you always keep on learning and achieving great success in your life and make your family, friends, and alma mater extremely proud of you. May God bless you with boundless hope, happiness, and excellent career ahead. Thank you.
Chairman, sir, I request you to confer postgraduate diploma in management and postgraduate diploma in service management to the successful candidates.
Let the candidate for the award of postgraduate diploma in management and service management be presented.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, sir, I present to you 235 students of full-time PGTM and PGTM SM program, including those in absentia who have successfully completed their respective program and have been found qualified for the award of the same. I request you, sir, that the postgraduate diploma in management be awarded to them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the chairman of the Board of Governors of Jaipuria Institute of Management, I award you the postgraduate diploma in management and postgraduate diploma in service management and charge you to be worthy of the qualifications that you have earned.
I request all the dignitaries to come forward to present it. Akshita Gupta. Aman Raja.
इसको लॉक कर चिंगा वहीं में जाना रखी है इसको रिकॉर्डिंग चालू करके छोड़ देना
Aanchal Vijay. Ankush Gupta. Anurag Kumar Garg. Arnab Singh. Chirag. Dev Mudgal. Dutt Kumar. Hardik Bhatia. Harsh Sabnani. Harshita Jain. Harshita Nagpal, Shanti Srivastava, Jayesh Pujara, Kushagra Gupta, Lokesh Pamar, Mansi Jangir, Nayan Goyal, Navda Parikh, Niti Maheshwari, Nishtha Chadha, Piyush Arora, Raj Sharma, Rashi Vijayvargiya, Rajat Jain, Rishabh Kumar Singh, Rohit Sikharwal, Safal Jain, Saloni Rajpurohit, Shivam Gulati, Shivangi Soni, Shruti Bansal, Sumit Kumar, Tanisha Manoj, Tirupati, Yash Jangir, Abhinav Jain, Akshita Sharma, Aman Bhai, Anil Kevlani, Anuj Agarwal, Anushka Gupta, Arkan Khandelwal,
भाई
Avantika Shukla, Bhakti Khandelwal, Chanchal Paswan, Dipti Agarwal, Devansh Jain, Divyang Garg, Natalia Ekta, Ghanshyam Singh, Harsh Chaudhary, Harshit Jain, Harshita Kalla, Jay Ashish, Lakshay Parnani, Maganjit Kaur, Mansi Tiwari, Mohit Jain, Mustafa Abbas, Navneet Kacholia, Niharika, Nishu Mangal, Piyush Pandey, Priyanshi Kumari, Priyanshu Rajpurohit, Rishabh Sharma, Ritvika Mehta, Rupani Mukherjee, Sagar Agarwal, Soumya, Ujjwal Parekh, Vishal Raizada, Yashasvi Sharma, Yashasvi Tyagi, Abhishek Gupta, Aman Jain, Anjali Mittal, Anuj Khandelwal, Arisha Jain, Avi Matthew, Ayush Jain, Dev Gehlot, Dhruv Jain, Divyansh Jindal, Faizan Mansoori, Hitansh Rajwani, Harsh Dikshit, Aina Sharma, Ishika Khabia, Jatin Jain, Kriti Agarwal, Lisa Chuk, Lokendra Jadhav, Mansi Verma, Neha Malik, Parul, Piyush Sharma, Puneet Gupta, Ramandeep, Rishabh Kumar Jain, Rupal, Sahaj Jain, Saurabh Singhal, Sumit Acharya, Vaibhav Sharma, Vishnu Sharma, Yashashwini, Ayush Jain, Ayushi Jain, Aditya Soni, Anupam Badaya, Arpit Khandelwal, Abhi Jain, Ayush Goyal, Binish Khan, Devanshi Jain, Ishan Pawar, Gaurav Mathur, Arpita Agarwal, Harsh Pratap Singh, Harshita Kamal, Himanshu Agarwal, Janvi, Kajal, Kanika Gupta, Kanika Kothari, Kriti Jain, Pavitra Gupta, Pooja Gupta, Prashant Kushrestha, Prabal Pratap Singh, Raghav Gautam, Rajendra Pratap Kamar, Roni Biswas, Shubha, Yashika, Abdul, Sheila Mittal, Yashika Ahluwalia, Avni Sharma, Ishika Jain, Kushi Jain, Riddhi Soni, Shivam, Shivani, Sonali Gupta, Tanisha Jain, Banu Pratap, Pragya Sharma, Anshu, Human Singh, Parth Saraf, Priyanshu Vijay, Soumya Saxena, Vaidehi, Purva and Pradya Kumar. With this, I request all the dignitaries to come back, please. Dear students, now that you have received your degree, I request all of you to please rise and take a pledge. Put your right palm on your chest and repeat after me. I, your name, do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall, through thoughts, words, and deeds, endeavors, to be worthy of the PGTM diploma conferred on me. You may please sit down. I request Chief Guest Shri Ramesh Natarajan, along with all the dignitaries on dais, to come forward and award Chairman's Gold Medal, Vice Chairman's Silver Medal, and Director's Bronze Medal to the meritorious students of PGT. The Director's Bronze Medal goes to Mr. Lakshya Parnami for standing for the Vice Chairman's Silver Medal goes to Mr. Abhishek Gupta for standing and the Chairman's Gold Medal goes to Ms. Shruti Bansal. Allow me to underscore, the gold medal was a tie. The girl, Ms. Deeprata Gupta, to congratulate. For PGTM service, the Director's Bronze Medal goes to Ms. Yashika Palla for standing. The Vice Chairman's Silver Medal goes to Ms. Mumul Singh for standing second in round. And the chairman's gold medal goes to Ms. Kanishka Kothari for her holistic performance and standing first in order of merit. Sir, I present to you Ms. Aina Sharma as she stood first in order of merit in marketing specialization unit. Sir, I present to you Ms. Shruti Bansal as she stood first in order of merit in finance and accounting specialization. Sir, I present to you Ms. Avantika Shukla as she stood first in the order of merit in human resource specialization. Ms. Deeprada Gupta stood first in operation specialization, but she is not there, so we will confer her later. Sir, I present to you Mr. Tirupati Kumar Rati as he stood first in the order of merit in business analysis. Just came to know that Ms. Deeprada Gupta has joined us. Right. Oh, fine. Now I invite Kanishka Kothari, gold medalist PhD in SM, to present the valedictorian speech.
A very warm good morning to the distinguished guests, honorable faculty members, fellow graduates, and cherished family and friends. Standing here today fills me with immense pride and gratitude as I reflect on my 2 years PGDN journey. I arrived there with dreams and aspirations, unsure of what lay ahead. However, it has been a transformational experience filled with learning, growth, and invaluable connections. Today, as we celebrate our achievements, I take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to Director Sir Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, all the professors, and to my mentors, Daneshwar Sir and Aparna Ma'am, for their unwavering support and confidence in me. You have shown me what it means to strive for greatness and to never settle for anything less than my best. To my fellow batchmates, as we stand on the cusp of new beginnings, let us carry forward the bonds we have forged and the knowledge we have gained. And to my SM people, here's to the memories we have created and the experiences that have enriched our journeys together. To my family and loved ones, thank you for your endless encouragement and understanding. Your belief in me has been my greatest source of strength throughout the journey. Towards the end, I, Kanishka Kothari, student PGDM SM batch 2224, express my gratitude to everyone for this honor and recognition. Thank you so much.
I now invite Ms. Shruti Bansal, Gold Medalist PGDM, to present her valedictorian speech.
A very warm welcome, a very warm greetings of the day. Uh, so I hope you all are doing really good. Uh, I've always held the mics for giving presentation, but today it's different, so it feels good. And last 2 years were really challenging. A lot of challenges were there. The kind of decisions that I had taken, the risk I had taken, and the passion that I had, which always bothering initially, but then later on, with support of everyone, I was able to manage this. And for that, I would thank to my family first, because without their support, my mom, my father, and especially my brothers who didn't let me feel the absence of my father. So I'm really, really grateful to them. I'm also grateful and thankful to the finance professors, especially special thanks to Sandeep sir, Santosh sir, Akshay Mishra sir, and all the other faculty members who've been there. And I'm also thankful to my mentor, P. Mary Gentry, for her encouraging words throughout the last 2 years. I'm thankful to CMC team for guiding, or I will say supporting and allowing me to go beyond campus placements. It wasn't easy, but it was all possible because of all of your support. I'm also thankful to my peers. Special thanks to Dolly and Shivangi Soni for you being there. Last 2 years wouldn't have been possible with this TNJ thing, that health concern I had. But with you too, last 2 years became memorable. So thank you so much. I'm also thankful to all of you. And lastly, I would congratulate all of you for starting a new mile and new journey. All the very best. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
I now invite Ms. Deeprata Gupta, Gold Medalist PGDM, to present the valedictorian speech.
Good morning to one and all present here. I, Deeprata Gupta, wishes you warm wishes from my side. Today is the momentous day for all of us as we gather to celebrate not only our convocation, but also the incredible experience that we all share at Jaipuria Institute of Management. This institute has provided us with numerous wonderful opportunities. One of the most significant being the chance to meet remarkable people with great experiences. Our experienced faculties have been exceptional educators and invaluable mentors to us. Their guidance, encouragement, and wisdom have shaped us into confident and competent individuals ready to take on the corporate world. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our faculties, our CMC team, especially Akash sir, my mentor, Swati ma'am, and all of the teachers and people that has helped me in learning throughout this journey. Your unwavering support and belief in our potential has been our guiding light. Uh, Last but not the least, the friendships that we have formed here are lifelong, adding joy and richness to our journey. The day when I have come to this institute, I was full of so many insecurities, but you people here has helped me in dealing with those insecurities. Thank you very much for that. Thank you to my parents who are just seeing me. Without them, I won't have that confidence to start again and deal with all my insecurities and sadness in my life and give another chance to myself. And to my friends, especially Simran, Maganjeet, Shivani, you all have been very great friends to me. This institute has given us a profound sense of belonging and the confidence to step into the corporate world and make our mark. So congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
I request the chief guest, Shri Ramesh Natarajan, to deliver the convocation address. Before that, I would like to introduce him to the audience. Mr. Ramesh Natarajan spearheads the distribution as the CEO of Redington India Limited for India, South Asia, and Singapore. In his career of over 3 decades, he has taken up a wide range of roles in business and sales function, cutting across IT, telecom, solar, and 3D printing, among others. These include his earlier stints at Joint COO, Chief Sales Officer, and Senior President. He has built and successfully led the distribution business during a period of significant disruption and evolution of IT industry landscape, channels, and business model. He brings with him strong relationships across vendors and channel fraternity and has won several accolades from vendors and channel community for his performance and leadership. At Redington, he has leveraged the rich experience across verticals to build a process-oriented organization with robust risk management. Ramesh has overseen Redington's transition from a traditional distributor to a value-added distributor, building on a robust team culture. In the process, he has been instrumental in building a strong portfolio across consumer and enterprise businesses, while also driving Redington's foray into newer verticals. As a CEO, Ramesh leads Redington towards the vision of digitally transformed organization that builds on its partner and vendor relationships for its next phase of growth. Sir, I invite you for the presentation.
Good morning, everybody. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate each one of you for the amazing performance that you have done to yourself. Every one of you would have crossed through many hurdles to be where you are today. Not just the financial hurdles or the hurdles of people around you, but most importantly, the people or the person within you. How have you tried and mastered your mind to ensure to take the first step of your life? That's the education. And sometimes I felt very gratified standing here. In some way or the other, that you have finished your education, which was a journey for about 12 and 14 years. So let's give yourself a big applause for crossing all these hurdles and coming to a place which is exactly bridging the divide between the person that you have been created and to the person who you're going to create for yourself moving forward from here. Thus far, the journey has been largely conditioned by your environment, surroundings, your parents, your influential friends, people, brothers, sisters. Now, this is taken up to a journey along with the institution that you have studied. Now, this is where you set free, your mind gets free to go ahead and figure out what you, as a person, as an individual, will want to do. So it's like actually, I got my freedom now is the moment that you're supposed to cherish with. But from here on, it's not about the people around. It's the person in you, within you, that needs to dictate or that needs to be determined to figure out what journey that you want to take moving forward. There are going to be many challenges. The life is never an easy walk. So get prepared, but it's a grand journey. Okay. Well, on one side of the life, it's about, okay, you come out into the world, then read, study, and then gets another 12, 14 years. And then you get out, and then you go work, 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 and then obviously the people around comes back and says, when are you getting married? And then when are you getting your kids? And then the cycle starts. So folks, you're in that cusp of life where you have to think it's your intellectual property of whom you want to be tomorrow. But many congratulations. It's a track. Everybody else has walked here. So willfully asking you guys to come on and let's take the world head on. Okay, congratulations. Largely, the walk on the campus today morning, I don't think I have anything much to contribute other than a couple of my experiments that I've done. Some have won and some have not. But a lot of what Dr. Prabhat and the founders have taken me through the institute. If you would have imbibed, if you would have probably learned, if you would have probably looked at those many profound statements of wisdom given by some key leaders across the globe, if you just absorb it and see how do you want to play it back into the world that you're going to be, you're done. The only thing that separates between what you see there and what is you is the mental strength and the positive attitude that you need to hit the world. There are many who are around who can pull your energy and build negativity. There are many who are around who can build your positivity and give you a great positive energy. Look for people who helps you, who trusts you, who believes in you, who can take the journey with you and build a positive atmosphere, positive energy, and give you a positive attitude. Now, these are things that you'll have to start learning moving forward. Which are the ones whom we should align with, who are the ones whom we should not align with. And hence, my topic for the day, wanting to keep it simple, no great learnings, but some experiments that I've done I hope that it helps you in your journey of making your life. Navigating the modern landscape. What I'm trying to probably look at it is how are you guys going to balance growth, purpose, and principles. I'm just going to give you a 10-15 minute understanding of what I have gone through, what currently the industry is going through. Largely, folks, you're walking out at a time in the world that cannot be any exciting in the times that you guys are going to be in. We guys had an advantage of 3 generations, which was no phone, no data, no internet, no devices. This is where we came from, to the point of seeing the evolution of a lot of these. Would you all believe that we need to have a license for buying a transistor and a radio about 40 years back? My parents had to buy a license to have a transistor. On a freeway, we are going around with a smartphone which can do anything and everything in this world. Data used to be there on large files and ledgers, yesteryears. And we guys have got, by virtue of piling up submarine optical cables, which are about 1.5 billion kilometers across the oceans, to connect the world that you are living in, which we call it the information age. Many companies went bankrupt while laying these optical cables before your 2000 or your Y2K, just about, for making this world what it is today. Would you know that the US banks went bankrupt trying to connect US across by building roads? That was done about a century ago, and today you are completely well connected, getting across logistics and supply chain, the single most GDP of the US at about 8%. So you've got a very well connected world. That what it started with these optical fibers came the first point called data that needed to get moved in a systemic framework, which was the first invention around the corner of the last century. Along with data, what came around is information. Along with information, today, what is going to get, so data became pervasive, information was the next, and today knowledge is getting very pervasive. What is becoming very important for you guys as you walk across is, how do you have an access to this knowledge that is all available? No, we were just talking with the founders some time back, is that how does this education system may have to change for a world that at its fingertips can access knowledge, content, data, information anytime, anywhere, anyhow. But now, with all that knowledge already available, what will then become your job and my job? How do you prompt for the right kind of content that helps you to make decisions? Boys and girls, moving forward, it's just not about operations. It's just not about knowledge. What do you do with that knowledge for the domain that you are in, for decision making? That will become your most important human capability moving forward. The world now is actually testing actual intelligence versus artificial intelligence. And just for all of you, if you all think that artificial intelligence just came around with ChatGPT in 2023, completely wrong. This all started way back in 1950. I don't know how many of you guys know that a computer contested the world's greatest chess champion, if you all remember Garry Kasparov, in 1997, and won in the chess time series. The machine won the champion. That was the start of an application that artificial intelligence can win over the person who invented the artificial intelligence. Just for a few of you, I'm not too sure how many of you understand this. If you have an original picture, and if you have an artificial intelligence which tries emulating this picture till such time it gets the complete act of emulating the picture, is artificial intelligence, which means AI today is nothing but mimicking the human mind and executing what a human mind can do. That is artificial intelligence moving forward. So as data becomes pervasive, information becomes pervasive, knowledge becomes pervasive, what are you and I supposed to do will be the world forward. And that is something which I'll try and express it to the best of my ability, and hopefully that will work. And I'm trying to pick this up in a way of speaking on two components. What is the purpose? And how do we go about building the purpose? Let me just keep it a bit simple so that most of the times I have learned living life by asking only these 5 words: what, when, how, where, why. Any amount of your problems, personal, professional, just keep asking these 5 questions to yourself, you will find an answer. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you thinking what you're thinking? How do you want to go about doing what you want to do? The first question actually is, what do you want to do? Do you have a purpose? Do you have a clarity for yourself? What do you want to do? And the where and when is something which suits you guys. But a lot of these 5 words will start giving you answers for yourself, which will help you to explore who you are, what you want to be, how you want to be, when do you want to be, where do you want to be, including the questions of, I want to go to the US. Somehow or the other, in the last 3 to 5 years post-COVID, guys, most of the professionals who are a brain drain in this country are all coming back to the country. The investment on startups, the investment outlay, which is getting angled towards India and the South Asian countries, are far too higher than any other investments that are available for the rest part of the world. 70s and 80s and 90s saw India as a huge burden in terms of population. Let me tell you guys, the same population is the biggest investment, is the biggest consumption economy that is created, as what our founder said, that from the 5th largest economy to the largest economy. I want to let you know that India will become the world's largest global workforce, which means India will be 35% of the global workforce moving forward, which means you're the best of the times. You have the choice of picking up what you want to do. And for a quick play, at my times, if I wanted to pick up a cricketer, the first thing I got kicked was on my back. throwing me out of it. First study, read, finish your studies, and then you do whatever you want. Right, folks? Cricket playing nation that we are, cricketers are the most highly paid. So please follow your passion. Flying at that point in time, in my times in 80s, was a taboo. First, because nobody knew you fly a pilot, you be a pilot whether you come down or not. That was a dangerous situation at that point in time. But having technology getting democratized, flying is just not anything at all. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry are getting into flying, and it's a very high-paying stuff. Managing a flights, commercial flights, is a completely different cup of tea. I don't know how many case studies did you guys do, but managing commercial aviation business is something which is remarkably different from the standard conventional models. So there are enough ways to go about doing what you want to do. There are huge opportunities, and India is the best place to be in. So let me just dwell on these two that I would love to let you know on what you want to do, what and the how part of it. Let me just give the basic elements of what I have tried constructing it for your perspective. The question is, how do you add real value to the ecosystem, is what is coming back from my set of companies, branches, subsidiaries that I manage. End of the day, for a human capital like you, as you step into the industry, how do you add real value in the ecosystem? Ability to access knowledge, tapping the knowledge. It doesn't need to be that you need to possess all the knowledge. Keep that in mind. That's number one. Ability to solve problems and create value using that knowledge is the key proponent moving forward. Opportunities for students. Collaboration and building partnerships is another one. Guys, moving forward, nothing is one individual's play. Every individual, unless you start collaborating with a team, with a set of individuals, there is no success. There is no one-man show moving forward. One-man show can just be a possibility of an ideology. But the ideology to execution and to fruition has to be a team. And if there has to be a team, none of the five fingers are the same. Each one has got a different attitude, each one has got a different aspiration. There will be fights. But within the fight, how do you look at a common purpose to execute? It is like a teamwork. If you look at any of these cricket playing nations, and lucky that we are, tomorrow morning they are playing the game, right? Every member of the cricket team has to contribute to what it means so as to make it a success. So to that extent, you need to know how to be a big team player. That's the first point that I'm trying to drive. Second, folks, there are plenty of problems to be solved in this world. Starting off from traffic problems, starting off with e-waste management, starting off with all rivers being clogged, starting off with all the reservoirs that your ancestors did is now all buildings and concrete stuffs. There are huge problems to be solved on a day-to-day basis. Social, professional, including your space, satellite, so on and so forth. So opportunities are galore. So don't get worked up with the opportunity. Point you have to understand is what in that opportunity are you wanting to do is the key. So start exploring that part of the game. Plenty of inefficiencies around. So plenty of opportunities on sustainability, renewables, electrical vehicles, space sectors, defense, whole lot of opportunities. The tools around us that we have are data science, analytics, IoT, and AI can help provide lots of data, clean up data, and also analyze the data. Our role shifts to identifying the problem to solve, setting the goals, allocating resources, and translating the analysis into action for actually solving the problem. This is where I want you to really focus on. Our role shifts to identifying the problems to solve, setting the goals, allocating resources, and translating the analysis into actions. Instead of spending hours for cleaning up data, we would now use AI and big data tools to clean it for us. So guys, if you think cleaning up data is a big job, building data integrity is a big job, there are AI tools that are coming and obviously doing it for all of that. What is then critical for the students moving forward? Ability to ask the right questions. Updating skills to be able to use these tools. And I'm just stressing on this point. Folks, your domain expertise on business management, HR management, F&A, marketing, is all great. That gives you a subjectual knowledge. Come outside, when you want to go to real work, there are 100 different kinds of tools that you need to deploy to actually get the job done. Are you aware of those tools? Can you get yourself trained on those tools and then how to use those tools? And then there's a differentiator. Somebody who knows how to use the tool is far better deployed than somebody who doesn't know to use the tool at all. AI will not remove jobs, but the guys who knows AI will remove the guys who does not know an AI or any tool that gets to drive the work. That's the most important thing moving forward. Domain knowledge is absolutely required, which is what you guys have already done. People skills are very, very important. As I said, teamwork, people do business with people. So your ability of trying to work with people, understanding people, learning different attitudes, fight you should, but be it for a common purpose. Decision making, as I said already, it will become the highest point of employability for a human capital is decision making. Start learning how to make decisions in small cohorts, big and larger cohorts. Very, very important. In more than many ways, you'll have to learn your skill of how to articulate and express. I'm sure you guys would have heard this context of, can you give me an elevator pitch? I don't know how many of you guys understand honestly this elevator pitch. Many of the private equity investors or investors, in the time that they pick up the lift from the first or the ground floor to the fifth floor or the 10th floor, you're supposed to sell your concept. You'll have to start becoming brief and concise as you start getting professionals. Time is limited for every professional in the outside world. There is no luxury of obviously having 2 hours and 3 hours for a discussion. Brainstorming is different. When it comes to decision, you guys are expected to do it in a jiffy because the world drives in that speed of light. You will not have too much of time, and an opportunity lost is opportunity lost. Learn how to build an elevator pitch, even though you have an elaborated manner of 5-page, you can get that in about 5 minutes to the concerned people. It's always the fight between doing things which are urgent versus doing things which are critical. Guys, most of the time we land up doing the first, which is very mundane operational part. How can you try and get towards what is critical? Or the reverse. If you are compelled to do what is mundane, please ensure you allocate an appropriate time to do what is critical for you, for the organization, for the corporate, for the group, for the team, whatever it takes. There's a lot of difference. You will get pulled into these everyday mundane stuffs, which adds lesser value. How do you try and focus on things which are critical, which adds higher value to you and corporate of the organization, including the family? Makes a lot of sense. Most of the time we get lost in trying to do what's important today and forget about the future. How do you focus on business development rather than trying to solve operational efficiencies? And in this context, guys, let's say you become manager, you're supposed to manage a team, but don't start doing what is N-1 job. Start doing yours and N+1, your boss's job. Most of the time in your life, you would have wasted by trying to help your colleague who reports to you. You should try and be a coach and a mentor, but you should try and do things which are above you, failing which you will stay where you are, and the ones who tends to do better just moves forward. And most of the times you will probably feel, oh no, I did a lot of things. I was so very passionate. I did 12 hours of job, but how was it that somebody else moved faster than me? The key is, please don't do your subordinate's job. Please land up doing yours and your boss's job. You will move up. Failing good, you will stay where you are. These are some hard lessons in the real world, but I just thought it's only fair that I keep you all posted. Everywhere, wherever you go, guys, you will get a KRA or a KPI, key performance indicator, key result area. Be very focused on that. Because at the end of the day, when there is end of the year and there is a performance and there is an price sell, nothing else works well other than the KRA. And that point in time, all of what you did day in and day out, you would have seen this in many movies, and I don't want to bring those contexts here. Be very focused on what you think are key result areas that you are expected to deliver. Keep that as the pivot, and rest of all is around it. In life, there is always this 80-20 rule, guys. The 20% is critical and important. 80% is just a way. Don't do the 80% and lose the 20%. You'll get lost. Focus on that 20%, which gives you the 80% impact in life. Okay? This is on what? Okay, what do you think we should do when you get out? Okay, and do in a corporate world. My learnings that I've done, I've just shared it with you. And guys, like the way you are, I also came out of the college, jumped up 2 companies before I landed up where I am today, Redington. I just came in as a product manager. I had no aspirations of trying to walk through the ladder to a CEO and all of that, and that too the same organization. Let me be very clear. I'm just telling the professor who drove me today morning is that the 3 generations I've seen, my dad's, my generation, and my daughter's generation is already 24. My dad's generation went to an organization, lived through the entire life of within the organization and retired in the same organization, whether it was a government job or it was a private job, both. In my generation, people probably held their job for about 5 years. And then because somebody else will have to pick you up and say, what stability do you have? Are you jumping jack? So you need that stability for a 5 years in an organization so that you move in that pace. In my daughter's lifetime, which is your time, you guys lack patience. You want to jump the gun in every 2 years and 3 years. I want to know what is it. And I have seen, since I have a lot of my colleagues who are Gen X, sir, after 2 years, what's there for me to learn? Let me do something outside and then go and learn. Yes and no. Unfortunately, the guy whom I'm trying to reason out has a lot of conviction that what I'm saying is wrong and what he's saying is right. I admire that conviction and confidence, but I also don't admire that overconfidence and the conviction. The second, maybe the conviction is well found, guys, because you want to do something and you fail fast. And then you learn your lesson yourself and you keep jumping and moving. So you don't want to listen. Maybe we guys learn by looking at the others, but you guys want to learn looking at yourself because your way of response to a similar situation is completely different from what the others could teach you. There are good, there are bad. Okay, but however, what I want to drive home now is the how. Principles of work. In the speed at which you try and achieve what you want to achieve, folks, you might land up losing the principles of doing it. Let me just give you what I have wanting to. Embracing growth opportunities. In the modern age, opportunities are abound. You don't have to go and search for opportunities, guys. If you think it's taking time for you to get a job, that's not your problem. Not you guys, you got your placements right. But you're not searching in the right place. That's all. Because today the opportunities are galore. Okay, so matching your type of personality to the job that you want to get, please search in the right place. The digital revolution has transformed industries, creating new avenues for growth. As graduates, you're well equipped to navigate this dynamic landscape. Embrace change, seek out challenges, and never stop learning. It's a very important subject, and the professor here on the stage said that. Learning doesn't stop here, folks. On the contrary, learning becomes that much more critical as you move forward, year on year, every year, failing which the speed and pace of technology in innovation will outpace you, and you will not be relevant. To the extent the Australian Education Council, as a government, has mandated every professional to get certified every year if there is a technology upgradation. You also have to get yourself technologically certified. And if you're not, you lose your promotion and lose your others as compared to the guys keep doing the certifications, competencies, and moving on. So I know you want to take a break from learning and education, but don't take too much of a break. 2 years and start figuring out what does it make you be relevant to the changing world. The second is the most important stuff. I don't know how many of you guys are on LinkedIn. Just show raise of hands. Are you guys on LinkedIn? Fairly good. Thank you. Okay. It is important. Okay. In the years, in the stage that we are in, we felt going and meeting people, creating that face-to-face connecting, networking, and talking about it, going places is the best way to create an identity of yourself. But as it may, what it may, that should continue. Please do not fail to create a social platform identity for yourself. when you are there for a professional employability moving forward, whatever you've done, your updates on LinkedIn carries a lot of weight. Today, when I have to see some people who are coming from other countries to catch up with me, before I go and talk to them, I obviously go and read the profile, who they are, what have they done, what is relevant for me, how do I connect up with that person. Guys, the world moving forward digitally drives hyper personalization. If you would have seen your Swiggy or your AWS stuff that you guys are accessing for buying your groceries, your Blinkit, your others, understand so much about you as a personality and feed you back with information that you are looking for. As that happens on the B2C framework, please note the B2B framework is getting ready in the same way. You are, as a professional, will be available on the LinkedIn platform or any other social platform, whether it's because of your Twitter or your Facebook or your LinkedIn. You have created an identity for yourself. Please ensure you protect and safeguard what identity you want to reflect. Okay, be very sure that you're being very natural about it. Be sure that you're not probably faking it. Very important. And hence it brings a well-rounded discipline of exhibiting who you are as a personality in the social world. Will get you opportunities, will get you many challenging ones that you can be proud of. And that's a world of balancing between the virtual and the real world. As I said very clearly, it's a fight between actual intelligence and artificial intelligence. There has to be a balance between the virtual world and the real world. Our devices connect us globally, but they can also disconnect us from the present moment. Again, guys, and this is very important. Our devices, whatever we deal with, connects us globally, but they can also disconnect us from the present moment. Striking a balance is crucial. Use technology as a tool, not a distraction. Remember that true connections happen face to face. At the end of the day, folks, technology is a means to an end. Technology is not all. It is just a means to an end. Don't fall into the trap of technology and lose the human connectedness, lose the humanity of all. Don't go by all that content which keeps going around. Half of it is not true. Okay, so be very sure that what you are looking at is well validated, connecting through people. Staying true to core values. Now, I will look like your parents now, but it doesn't matter. Whatever parents have told you guys, you will not realize it now. You will realize it in the journey that you take through on your own. But a lot of what your parents said in the last 25 years will resonate with you for the next 50 years. Because a lot of which are experiences out of wisdom, which you and I have rejected it at many times. But I have realized it when I'm alone, when my mom is not there, whatever she said, at various points in my life journey has been true. And your life lessons largely we tend to learn only when you get to be affected or when you get to see through the real situations. So this is critical, guys. Materialism often tempts us to compromise our values. As you advance in your careers, hold fast to the principles instilled during your education. Integrity, empathy, and ethical decision making will guide you through complex choices. All of you guys understand the aspiration of the moment I get out of the college, I need to get a job, I need to get a four-wheeler, I need to get a home, I need to get ABC, I need to get married, I guess it's a conditioned mind that keeps telling you that this is what is achievement. I don't think so. I'm not saying don't aspire for those, but underlying the words again, materialism often tempts us to compromise our values. Don't compromise values, even if you have to go behind materialism. Very, very important. As you advance in your careers, hold fast to the principles instilled during your education. Very difficult, but that is where your mental grit, discipline comes in play. Integrity, empathy, and ethical decision will guide you through the complex choices. Exploring new possibilities. 2 decades ago, I think we spoke about it. Many of today's career paths did not exist. Follow your passions, explore unconventional routes, whether it is entrepreneurship, social impact, or cutting-edge technology. The world is your canvas. And I'm saying that very correctly, the world is your canvas. You don't have to get restricted only to Jaipur for sure. Okay, flying cricket, media and entertainment, gaming, YouTubing, freelancing, consulting. Guys, everything is a profession today. It might look as though it is passing time, but I don't know how many guys know that doing the right content on the YouTube, which creates value, is a huge money. Don't do fake things for money. Do the right things for the space of the society, for better living of the future, gets you the right one. The next one, the rules of engagement. The modern workplace has its own set of principles. Strive for work-life balance. I was so happy when Prabhat carried me through the entire campus of saying how to be happy. Happy living is one of the biggest principles. Guys, it's not easy. Yeah? Prioritize mental and physical well-being. In the throat of life trying to take you, you will be under pressure half the time onto the bus. Half the time trying to reel without knowing that you haven't slept for many hours. You're trying to stress yourself beyond what you can, and that will take away the pleasure of life. That will take away the essence of life. So constantly you need to know how to manage the balance between work and life. So ensure prioritizing mental and physical well-being. Remember that success is not just about climbing the corporate ladder. It's about a holistic fulfillment for you as a person. Let me just tell you guys, corporate workforce has got lots of incentives and schemes, will make you a hero and will make you a zero in no time. A lot of it are a state of mind. Again, I'm just saying it's not easy, but absorb this. Corporate incentives and schemes making you superheroes and super zeros can be done in no time. Just ensure your state of mind is clear on what you're doing it right. Have the conviction that you're doing your best efforts. You don't have to get measured by somebody else. Well, there will be a measure because it's a relative world and you will be compared. But first be truthful to yourself that whatever you're doing your best. Rest is just an outcome. Don't change yourself based on an outcome. You're not a success or a failure because of a certain outcome, because the time series are different. What you did today might be a failure, but what you did the same thing 3 months down the line would have had a different outcome of success. So measurement of success is just not about how the others measure you. It's all about how you measure yourself. If you are progressing day in and day out better than what you were the day previous and the previous month, you're the best. To live and have that conviction, you will win any which ways. Okay. Largely, the last 3 or 4 that I would love to talk to you is that issue-centric problem solving. Most of the times, guys, just don't look at the personalities and try and solve the problem. It will never solve. If you start getting to lock yourself on a personality opposite you, the challenge that you and me are trying to solve will get lost. You'll only keep saying that that person is that person is this, not of you. Get there. Look at what's the challenge you expect to solve between both of you. Problem will get solved. Else, problem will remain. The two personalities can keep fighting endlessly. Problem will not get solved. And in a corporate world, folks, problem has to be solved, irrespective of whether you like each other or not. So, at some point in time, remove these indifferences between personalities and start looking at how you can hold hands and solve the problem. Mutual respect. Treat everyone with respect regardless of the role or background. It's unfortunate we get to have a bias that crops in or creeps in its own manner without your knowledge. How do you consciously keep looking at nothing that bias consciously helps you to try and move forward? Meritocracy and teamwork, I think we spoke about it. Most important, this data-driven decision making. Base your choices on evidence and analysis. Gut feelings are valuable, but data provides clarity. A lot of times we think we're doing the right thing, but you actually put the data around and start working on it neat and clean. It is not. At the end of the day, the world is moving towards a data-driven decision making everywhere, including launching of your rockets, including launching of your business decisions. Everything is data-driven. Ensure how to play with the data, how do you get your data sets and data cuts that will help you, including your personal data. Lastly, don't aim at perfection all the time, guys. Perfection doesn't work. We need to look at what it takes to move forward every time. Perfection will anyway get achieved. But if you start holding yourself on perfection, your progress will become that much slower. So be that very clear, because every time we feel I need to do it perfectly, and then you will lose time in the point of doing perfection. Whenever it is required to precision, you'll have to have a system and processes that have to define perfection. There is nothing called perfection. Progression is very important. Keep that in mind. Otherwise, cultural values and social presence, I think we have talked about it. Last, no matter however technologically we are advancing, guys, no matter however educated we are, do not forget your roots and do not forget your tradition. Culture and tradition are prime most. And I'll tell you, for all the folks you think going to the US is the biggest stuff, please go to the US. Every single Indian sitting in the US strives hard to ensure that what they have learned as culture from India is not getting lost in the US busyness. They spend times, they get the children to learn everything starting from Carnatic music to Bharatanatyam to dancing to everything, so that though the land is foreign, the culture is India, and the Indians are striving hard to retain that culture. Back in the US, folks, in India, I don't think we give a damn to the same culture and tradition. I urge each one of you, as you guys do what you do, wherever you are, please do not forget your roots. Please do not forget your culture and tradition. Continue that. The biggest democracy called Indian democracy is because we are united among multi-diverse communities that we are in. The number of languages this country speaks, no other country speaks. The number of diversity that we have, no other country has. The number of gods we have is, I think, somewhere close to 2,500 or something. Nobody else has. But in all of that, in all that diversity, we're single and united as one in India. Just ensure that culture, tradition continues as we democratize technology, as we continue to keep modernizing ourselves with technology. The roots and the culture and the tradition has to get converged. It cannot be one against the other. Impossible. And you will become somebody whom you're not. So, in conclusion, graduates, as you step into the real world, carry these insights as much as you can. Embrace growth, honor your values, and remember that success is not just about what you achieve, but how you impact others along the way. Congratulations, and may your journey be filled with purpose, passion, and prosperity.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I invite the director, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, to declare the best alumni, best faculty, and best staff member awards for the year. Yeah, now I invite Deeprada. A round of applause again for her. And also the certificate of merit in the area of operations.
The awards for the best alumni is based on the nominations and the acceptance by the faculty pool and the information that we have about the alumni. And the best alumni this year goes to Anubhav Saxena. Is he here? Yes, Anubhav is from 2012-14 batch, and he's being awarded for his professional excellence. Anubhav. We have one more category in alumni, best alumni, and this goes to Akshat Jhalani. Akshat is from 2015-14 batch, 15-16 batch, and this is for entrepreneurial excellence. Congratulations, Anurag. Congratulations, Akshat. For the best staff, this is based on the student's preference, so in the eyes of the student. So for the overall positive impact, the award goes to Praful Jain. We have got a tie in staff category. So one more person gets this award in the staff category. Himanshu Sharma. Now coming to Best Faculty Award, we have 3 categories. The Best Faculty Award in Research category, it goes to Dr. Varun Chotia. So Best Faculty in Teaching Excellence, it has been given to 2 people, 2 faculty. One is Dr. Srikant Gupta. And the next faculty is Dr. Lokesh Vijayawardene. Dean can correct for Lokesh. Another category of best faculty is for overall positive impact on the students, and it goes to Dr. Srikant Gupta. And this another faculty in overall positive impact, Dr. Lokesh Vijayawardene. Congratulations to the winner.
I now request the chairman, Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji, to present the memento to our chief guest, Shri Ramesh Natarajan, as a token of our regard and appreciation. I now invite the Vice Chairman, Shri Srivat Jaipuria ji, to propose the vote of thanks.
It is a great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on the 17th annual convocation of Jaipuria Institute of Management, Jaipur. I'd like to thank the chief guest for the occasion, Shri Ramesh Natarajan ji, for sharing his time and even more valuable life experiences with us here today. I personally loved hearing your speech and so many valuable life lessons you have given us today. a few things that stuck with me. The first was, I think he spoke continuously about India being the place to fulfill your dreams and your passions, irrespective of whichever field that they're in. He talked about whether you want to be a YouTuber or a cricketer or you want to do something creative. Today, India provides the opportunities that were probably not present 10 or 20 years ago if you work hard and add value to others in your chosen field of passion and interest. I also really like the part where he talked about doing your boss's job rather than your subordinate's job. Doesn't mean that you are not responsible for the job that you have to do or that your subordinate has to do. But I think what I took from that was that always try to expand the locus of control that you have or that you perceive to have. You can always have a larger locus of control over your company, over your life. And I think that is a message that was something that really resonated with me. Thank you, sir, for your address here. I think it was a pleasure interacting with you. I'd like to thank our chairman, Sri Sharad Jaipuria ji, for his steadfast commitment towards providing quality education and his guidance of the institution. I'd like to appreciate and thank Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, the deans, faculty and staff members for their continuous efforts in turning Jaipuria's vision of quality and contemporary student-led education into a reality for students each and every day. I think this role is much harder and especially important when things around us are changing so fast. The amount that the institution has been able to adapt and change in the past few years in terms of first dealing with COVID, online learning, now trying to deal with artificial intelligence is really remarkable, and it shows Jaipuria's vision of being contemporary and open to change. Jaipuria remains fully committed towards providing its faculty and staff with a great working environment and continuously investing in their learning, growth, and development. Lifelong learning for our faculty and staff members is a cornerstone of our philosophy at Jaipuria. Most of all, I'd like to thank our students and their parents for providing us the opportunity to work with you over the past 2 years with the common purpose of fulfilling your dreams and aspirations. During the last 2 years, I hope that we have been able to give you new experiences and challenge you and bring you out of your comfort zone. At Jaipuria, we believe in putting the long-term interest of students at student first and foremost in whatever we are trying to do. This requires us to challenge you and push the boundaries of how and what you learn at Jaipuria. Of course, a college cannot teach you everything. No education can. Instead, we have tried to instill in you a sense of confidence and a sense of excitement when you face new challenges that life has in store for you. Now, as you step up beyond these boundaries, you are entering a landscape shaped by unprecedented challenges and opportunities. The global economy is undergoing rapid transformation driven by technological advancement, geopolitical shifts, and the aftermath of a recent pandemic. While these changes present uncertainties, they also present new prospects of innovation and growth. In the current economic scenario, adaptability and learnability are paramount. We are at the cusp of the artificial intelligence revolution. Just as the internet revolutionized the world and its economic order, creating new economic opportunities, access to information, democratizing economic growth, artificial intelligence systems are likely to revolutionize the world economy once again in the years and decades to come. The revolution will once again create new opportunities and drive economic growth and productivity. The ability to be continuous learners and adapt to changes in the world of artificial intelligence are going to be key. As graduates equipped with a solid education and a thirst for knowledge, you are well positioned to navigate this dynamic environment. We are also extremely lucky to be navigating this environment from being in India, which is going to be at the forefront of the changes and opportunities that artificial intelligence provides. Seize the opportunities that come your way, embrace lifelong learning, and dare to carve your own path. India is well placed to take advantage of these changes with a young and skilled workforce such as yourselves. As future leaders, you have the crucial role of shaping the India of tomorrow. Harness your creativity, innovation, and leadership skills to drive positive change and create a more inclusive and sustainable future. May you find fulfillment and success in all your endeavors, both personal and professional. As you pursue success in your chosen field, Don't forget that lasting happiness is driven by the strength of your relationships with family, friends, and those you touch along the way. Congratulations once again, and may your futures be filled with endless possibilities and boundless success. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, sir, I request you to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Now I request everybody to please rise for the national anthem. The academic procession will now leave the hall. All may please rise and remain standing till the members of procession have left the hall.